Hi everyone, I'm Kelsie and welcome to my channel Connecting with Spirit. So in today's video I am going to be talking about my personal experience of being on the twin flame journey. So there is so much stuff to talk about in this video, so much so that I actually wrote notes for myself because I didn't want to forget anything. I wanted to make sure I did this video justice, and it's something I don't usually do. I don't usually write notes unless it's a direct channeled message that I want to relay correctly. So this is a little bit different for me. And just in case if you're wondering, seeing me looking off to the side, that's what I'm doing. I'm just referring to my notes on this one because there's just so much to get through. And I guess the first thing that I wanted to talk about in relation to twin flames is to use your discernment when you are reading, watching videos, looking at posts on social media, anything that you're looking in relation to twin flames, to use your discernment as to what information is true or false, because there is so much disinformation out there. And I can only say that now in hindsight after reading a lot of stuff while I was going through the journey and being on the journey myself and looking back and seeing what information was true and what information was not true. So I did want to put that out there to implore you to use your discernment, your intuition, to connect in with yourself, to discern what information is true and false. Because what I did notice is a lot of the times I guess the signs that they're describing in relation to a twin flame bond is not a true and pure twin flame bond. It is more indicative of a trauma bond, of a toxic relationship, because very often you'll hear people talking about this like pull and push dynamic between twin flames, where one twin flame kind of leaves, goes, ends the relationship, whatever the case may be, and then the other twin flame pines for them or chases after them, this sort of thing. And for me personally, after everything that I've experienced, this is more indicative of a trauma bond, this push and pull dynamic, rather than a pure twin flame bond. And in saying that, there is exceptions to the rule, so there could be an exception to this, but from my personal experience, this push and pull dynamic, runner chaser dynamic, is not indicative of a pure twin flame bond. Just something to be aware of. I wanted to put that out there. Because the other thing is that there is such a thing as a false twin flame, and very often this dynamic is seen if you have attracted your false twin flame. So on Earth, at the minute, we're undergoing a spiritual battle between light and dark, and currently it's like the dark forces have a hold on the planet, and the divine blueprint that's usually there is not being expressed. It's kind of like shadowed by a dark inverted matrix, which currently has, I guess, a hold over the planet and over humanity that are on the planet. And it's like this divine, or this dark matrix will do whatever it needs to in order to thwart twin flames from reuniting here on Earth, because twin flames are a threat to this dark matrix, to the dark system, because of the vibration they hold and the vibrations that they can bring through to Earth. So the dark matrix does not want twin flames to reunite, and so will send a different person, like a dark agent, I guess, if you want to put a term to, in order to enthrall a twin flame, one half of a twin flame, so that twin flame gets stuck and does not move forward and meets their own twin flame, let's say. So this is something that I've encountered on my journey, and I wanted to make you aware of it because it sounds mad, it sounds insane, but it is something that happened to me. I actually met what I would consider my false twin flame when I was on a training over a weekend, and there were a few different signs that made me think that they were my twin flame, my other half, let's say. but there was just a lot of emotions going up, and it was like I couldn't use my discernment. I couldn't really tell if it was my twin flame or not, because the emotions were just so heightened. And I fell in love with them over the space of a weekend. Something that I didn't think that I was personally capable of, or I didn't really believe in love at first sight, and that is exactly what happened. And it was one of the reasons where I thought maybe it was a twin flame connection, and also because our birthdays were on the same day and had an 11 in it. So the 1111 is a twin flame number. It's a twin flame portal. It's very much associated with twin flames. So I was kind of leaning towards that, thinking that maybe they were my twin flame or not. But again, there was just so much, I couldn't really get clarity on it, but was leaning towards the fact that they were. But anyway, nothing happened over that weekend. Numbers weren't exchanged or anything like that, because I listened to my intuition, and this was the only thing that kind of saved me from getting caught in this push and pull runner chaser dynamic, is because I listened to my intuition. I listened to my spirit guides, who pretty much told me like no. So what happened was, at the end of this training, I was kind of like deliberating, oh, will I go and talk to them, will I give them my number, this sort of thing. My intuition said absolutely no, get yourself out of there. My spirit guides were like the same, get out, just keep going, walk to the car, don't look back. Don't say anything, like just go. But my mind and my whole body, because there was just so many emotions coming up, like I couldn't even think clearly because of the amount of emotions were coming up, that I later realized it was because I was in love. That there was a bit of a conflict. My intuition and spirit guides were saying one thing, my mind and my feelings were saying another thing, but I ended up listening to my intuition and my guides, and I went to the car, so nothing happened between us. And then it was just very, very odd. I ended up having like a telepathic communication, telepathic bond with this person, which I know sounds absolutely insane. You need to experience it to believe it, and I didn't think that anything like this could have happened. And because it was a telepathic connection, that was another sign that I thought, oh, this must be my twin flame type thing. So it was very odd. We had a number of different interactions, let's say, completely in my mind telepathically, but it was like I could feel them on the other end of the bond really clearly. I could feel like their reactions, I could hear their thoughts. It was just on a whole other level to what I had ever experienced before. And eventually I got to this stage where I realized this was not a twin flame relationship, that this was actually a false twin flame, but I needed to go through this interaction, this relationship, telepathic relationship per se, in order to heal that trauma bond, the toxic relationship, so that I could go further in my journey and be reunited with my true twin flame. So I think that there are two sort of levels to the false twin flame dynamic. That on one level it is to entrap you, so you get stuck and you're just pining for this person who you think it's your twin flame, but you're actually stuck in these toxic trauma bonds dynamic. But then on the other hand, if you see it from a higher perspective, it's an opportunity to heal that dynamic within you, so that you do not attract a relationship further down the line in relation to that sort of dynamic. So then you can actually reunite with your twin flame, because that's what happened with me. Once I cleared that dynamic from my energy fields, the trauma bond, the toxic relationship, those sorts of things, and I worked on myself, I met with my true twin flame. So very much the twin flame relationship is about looking at your divine masculine and your divine feminine energy within and reuniting that. And once you do that is usually when you meet your twin flame in the physical. So whatever happens within is expressed without, excuse me, as the saying goes. But this wasn't the case for me. So it was like I did a certain amount of work in order to be able to be at that vibration where I attracted my twin flame, but I didn't complete the work, let's say. So I wasn't completely in that unity of divine feminine, divine masculine energy within. And I think this is sometimes so it's a different experience from what I've heard, that for the majority of people it seems like you need to do the work first. You need to unite those energies within before you can attract your twin flame, but that wasn't my experience. So it was like an exception to the rule. Like I said, there is an exception to the rule because I needed my twin flame to be with me because I went through something really difficult. I was in a healing crisis, and my twin flame helped me on my journey to heal from repressed trauma. So I needed the support from my twin flame in order to help me to do that, so that I could have them there, and they also helped me to heal that. So again, it's different from that toxic dynamic in that they push your buttons, and it's more sort of re-traumatizing rather than healing. So my true twin flame pushed my buttons for sure, really challenged me, but it wasn't to re-traumatize me. It was more sort of to pinpoint that I had things that I needed to look at, but it was more healing, so I could talk to them about it, and they could support me through it while I healed from this trauma that I was going through. And this is one of the roles that your twin flame can play. But like I said, what happened to me is not always the case. It might happen in your case, but it also might be the case where you reunite both parts of yourself, divine feminine, divine masculine energy within, before you attract your twin flame, in which case you've done all the work, so you're at the end and that's your like reward where you attract your twin flame. But yeah, it's not the case for everybody, to just be aware of that as well. Like I said, there are exceptions to the rules when it comes to these twin flame bonds and dynamics, and it might look a little bit different for you. So the other thing about twin flames is that they are the other half. Like a twin flame is the other half of your soul. So you're literally, your soul has decided to split itself into two parts, a divine feminine part and a divine masculine part. So one of you will be more divine feminine dominant, and the other one will be more divine masculine dominant. And it's like what Spirit said to me is, if you're on this journey, that you're a really advanced soul, because it is a game for advanced souls. That's the words that Spirit used to me, like talk about a game. As if Earth isn't hard enough, you know, without splitting your soul and trying to find the other half of your soul, you know. So I had a big joke with them when I was talking to them about this, because they were saying it is a game for advanced souls where you decide to split your soul, and then both halves of your soul reincarnate in human bodies, and it's like the game is to meet up with your other half of your soul and reunite. So that's not to say you're not whole as a human, because you are. And I have, you have heard a lot of people saying, you're whole on your own, and that is true to an extent, because you are whole as a human, but you're not whole as a soul. On a soul level, you are a half, and you only reach your true power when you are united with your twin flame and both halves of your soul are together. And that is the whole game, that is the whole mastery that you've come here to master your soul. That's what the journey is about. And very often the twin flame journey is helps you to heal from whatever the case may be that you've gone through in this life. past lives and also your ancestral lineage. It helps you to break free from karmic cycles and intergenerational trauma. It's just very much about helping you to heal, but also to unite that divine feminine, divine masculine energies within yourself, so that you hold the frequency of unity consciousness, which is the consciousness that we are trying to bring here to New Earth, in order to manifest New Earth. And that is the role of twin flames, because once you unite those energies within, you hold that vibration of unity consciousness. And once the other half of your soul, you reunite, it's like you form a portal, and you can bring that energy down. So there's more to this as well in relation to twin flames, but I'm not going to go into everything, because Spirit did say to me it was like an initiation, that when you walk this path of the twin flames, you will be given certain amounts of information, certain amounts of wisdom that can only be gained when you walk through it. So they were pretty much saying, like, don't give the game away, Kelsie, don't give all the knowledge that you have learned on this path to everyone, because they need to go through it themselves. So there is some other information there, but like I said, you need to walk the path yourself in order to gain that information and that wisdom, and just to be aware of that I am holding things back as well. So the other thing to say about when you meet your twin flame, the other half of your soul, is you probably, well, for me anyway, when I was really young, I knew that there was a man that I had to meet. Like, I wouldn't have used that term twin flame. I didn't really know what it was about, but I knew there was just some man that I needed, that it was part of my reason for being here. So you might have experienced something similar, that it's been a theme throughout your life, where you're like looking for someone, but you don't know who that is, or you can't quite put your finger on it. There can be other signs like prophetic dreams, which again happened to me as well. I did have a dream about my twin flame, and in the dream it was just like a normal dream, like a date, and I saw them, but again I didn't know who it was that I was seeing. I just kind of registered some characteristics that would help me pinpoint them actually in real life, and it was like my spirit guides booted me out of the dream so I would remember. When I did meet them, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, actually I remember I had this dream. So there will be certain signs that your healing team of light, that your spirit guides will give you, that will be absolutely clear. So there will be no sort of uncertainty and doubt. You will know that this person is your twin flame. Like prophetic dreams or absolutely massive signs, like I met my twin flame on 11/11. Like I said, that was the gateway. And yeah, okay, so that's interesting. So my guides are just saying to be careful, because there is certain people out there who would use these signs and who would make the move on that day in order to convince you that they are your twin flame. But to just be very careful that if it's true twin flame, there will be unmistakable signs from spirit, like prophetic dreams. It won't involve another person. It'll be from spirit, and you'll absolutely know without 1000% be sure, without any doubt, that they are your twin flame, the other half of your soul. Also things, so there will be that telepathic communication as well between you and your twin flame. It's a different relationship as well, in that it can be quite challenging. So you might meet them and you might not be able to be together for a while. You know, you might be separate, you might have to live, you might live in different countries. There might be cultural divide, there might be language divide, a whole host of different things that you might need to overcome in order to reunite. And this is one of the challenges of the twin flame relationship as well, is that there's a lot actually of challenges in relation to this relationship. and never mind what's going on with you in healing, but there is also external circumstances as well to navigate in order to reunite, to just be aware of that. Now I think I need to look at my notes to see if there was anything else. Yeah, the other thing was that, so it's like one half of the twin flame is usually going through what I was going through, like a healing crisis, absolutely having a really tough time of it, and the other twin flame won't be. So it's like one half of the whole can support the other one while they go through their healing the trauma or whatever. And once that half who's been on the healing journey gets to certain state where they've healed it, they've overcome the trauma, they have completed their spiritual transformation or whatever the case may be, then it's the other turn of the other twin flames where they will probably start their healing journey, their spiritual transformation, whatever the case may be, and the first person will then be supporting. So it seems like, or the information that I got from Spirit was that twin flames don't usually, it's not like both of you will be in that emotional trauma crisis together. It's usually one will be more emotionally stable, let's say, not going through trauma and a healing crisis, while the other one is in that space. So one is supporting and then the other one is healing. To just put that out there. Let me see what else. As I go through this, yeah, so I was just looking through my notes, but I think I have covered mostly everything that I wanted to say in my notes anyway, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, the other thing that I wanted to say about the twin flame dynamics is very interesting because at one point when I had a Kundalini activation, and I would always be the cold one in the relationship, let's say. Cold physically in that, you know, I would have bad circulation and maybe my hands and feet would be cold. But when I went through a Kundalini activation and awakened that, like, I burned hot for a very, very long time. And at the same time, my twin flame came down with Ascension symptoms and was going through a detox. And after that period of detox, he actually turned into the cold one and I was the hot one. So there's certain things like this as well that goes on between the two of you, where you can kind of chop and change depending on what's going on, holding the different vibrations, or yeah, it's just very interesting in that regard. Or if one of you falls sick and then the other one can kind of feel it, that happens a lot as well. It also happens a lot where I'll pick up what they're thinking and then I'll say it and they'll be like, oh, I was just thinking that, these sorts of things. So it's very telepathic. But yeah, so there are a number of different things to be aware of if it is actually your twin flame, that there will be signs from Spirit, and signs from your internal self, from your heart, you know, and it'll be very, very clear. There will be no doubt as to whether or not this is your twin flame or not. And you'll feel that as well. You'll kind of feel that they are the other half of your soul, that you are now on a soul level complete. But it is a very, very challenging relationship, and that is another sign as well, that there will be obstacles to overcome, not only within yourself but also externally, if it is culture, if it was different countries, whatever the case may be, as I had mentioned. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say for this video. It's just like so much. I feel like I've just sort of rambled on. There's loads of different things to pick out, but I hope this video will be beneficial to you, to help you discern the information that's out there in relation to twin flames, and to give you some reassurance or some signs to look out for if you are feeling that you are in a twin flame relationship. Basically, I just wanted to use this video as a guide to what to expect in a twin flame relationship, in order to prepare you and yeah, to put the information out there. So I hope you have received it well and got all that you needed from this video. Do let me know your thoughts by leaving me a comment below, and other than that, thank you so much for being here, for tuning in. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.